Hey, Rob here. Response review on an extremely somber note. Young lady at the age of 29, Gia Allemand on The Bachelor, suicide, passes on. My God, this is extremely sad. First of all, my condolences to her family first, friends, people that are grieving and mourning the senseless tragedy to such a young lady. And I have many suicide prevention videos via YouTube. If you want to check them out, you're more than welcome to. I'm a minister of the gospel. You desire to subscribe to my ministry channel via YouTube. You're also more than welcome. And as a minister, I've seen and dealt with it all: suicide, young people overdosed on drugs. I've done and performed funerals for young people in their early 20s. And it's just so sad to see people go prior to them fulfilling their destiny and getting their full inheritance. And most of the time we don't really seem to mind when someone passes on in their 70s or 80s. They live the full life. But when you see someone in their teens, 20s, 30s, and especially suicide, friends, God is a God of life. In the Bible, Jesus clearly said in the book of John chapter 10, he said, I have come to give you life and life to the full. Another translation says, I've come to give you life and life more abundantly. And God has a plan for everybody under the sound of my voice. I wish I could have reached that young lady, but we will never reach everybody, although we try. And God's plan for everybody is very simple. He desires to be in the center of our heart, or the center of our life. And the only way the Lord can have that plan fulfilled is he has to have an invitation, you see. God will never crash, knock, or blow the door down to your heart. God's not a party crasher. The Lord gave us a free will so we can accept Christ out of obedience or reject him out of disobedience. In other words, we all control the doorknob to our heart. And once you open that door of your heart just a crack, the Lord will come in with his great grace, his mercy, compassion, kindness, most of all, his irrevocable, unconditional love. And the Bible's very clear about the love of God. It says in the book of John, for God so loved the world that he gave as a gift his only Son, that if you would believe and receive Jesus, you would not perish, you'd have everlasting life. And God desires no one to perish. He wants us all to have that insurance that when we all take our last breath, we can and we will make heaven our home. And the only way we can have that by having our lives surrendered, submitted to the Lordship of Jesus Christ. And desire to recite a simple prayer after me. Say, Jesus, thank you for dying on the cross for my sins. Thank you for being my Lord and Savior. God bless you if you prayed that prayer. Heaven applauds you. Angels are throwing a party. Again, Gia Allemand, suicide, age 29. So sad. Friends, the Lord loves you. Be blessed today.